At this year's LG Skins game, TrackMan, a resource tool used by professional golf tours around the world, is here to help measure different aspects of each player's game.
What the players are looking for when they work with the TrackMan is, since TrackMan is measuring the real thing, measuring exactly how far this shot goes with this ball, it's ultimately for their distance control.
Thousands of different tools are available to tour players, all promising to be the one. For Stephen Ames, this may be.
That is the first time in my career of golf, which is almost 30 years, that I've actually had technology help me. In the past, I've always hit the ball and felt, oh, this ball spins too much, This is the first time I actually took a driver out that Nike's made, the new square Sumo driver, and by looking at the numbers and by looking what the feedback was coming from me, it was the first time the two of them amalgamated together, and it was a better product for me.
On the other hand, Fred Couples has always been known as a feel player. He's more concerned with his own instincts than the numbers.
You know, I'm 48, so if I was 30 and it all came out when I was 26 or 7, I'd probably really be into it. But I like to see the flight on what kind of shot it takes, not just a big launch angle to hit it 320 and all that. I like to fade the ball and feel it around the course.
And Andy, look at the numbers. Wetterick obviously with the highest club speed, but Fred not far behind.
I think going back to what Stephen Ames is talking about, he actually worked with TrackMan, and they found out by using a different driver, he was able to get 17 yards more carry about 2 months ago, and he's used it ever since, and he won with that driver.
And it has to do also with the smash factor, right?
It's how solidly and efficiently you hit the ball. But there's so many things going on in the game to be able to get some help, and there's an awful lot of the golf shops around the country that now have this type of technology that they can really help fit players much more efficiently.
As we go, Stephen Ames up first. Club head speed 113 miles per hour, not far from average.
That's just about average, and it's actually a little bit faster than he normally creates.
Pins on the left.
So what are you looking for, a ratio of club head speed to ball speed?
When you look at the numbers, the tour average is 112 and a half. Stephen Ames a little bit less than that. You look at Couples and Wetterick. The more club head speed, the more ball speed you can create, and obviously the more ball speed, the farther the ball is going to carry.
Zach Johnson up next, figures to be maybe the shortest hitter in this group. Different type player.
Yeah, Zach is going to put the ball in more fairways than these other three players.
Thank you.
And that's going to be just fine.
So you saw 106 miles per hour on the club speed, ball speed 157. He carried it 245 yards. But with that graphic, you saw Fred Couples a little less club speed than Brett Wetterick, but his ball speed was higher and his carry distance was longer.
Well, now you get into launch angles and efficiency of how solidly you hit the ball. Let's see what Wetterick is. He's a little happier with that one than the first one. 119 miles an hour.
Should be just short of it then.
177 mile per hour ball speed. And that ball carried 290 yards, and you saw it rolled out. It's a good 50 yards past Zach's because he was able to carry it on the downslope of that fairway.
Andy, I think that might be an underestimation. It is a way more than 50 yards.
Fred Couples, back problems, only 3 events this year, but Freddie still hits it a long way.
He's got such a long, liquid golf swing, no tension at all, and that's one of the reasons he creates so much speed. 118 miles an hour.
Thanks, Andy. Quinter, what an effort. What an effort. Did you come down to BBJ?
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? How are you?
And the carry 295 yards. Didn't get the roll that Wetterick got.
Exactly.
Sit down.
And we saw the TrackMan earlier, and here are the numbers so far on this hole, Andy.
Look at the huge difference in carry between Zach Johnson and Couples and Wetterick. I think you're looking at these are the important numbers that the guys can carry it out there. It gives you such an unbelievable advantage because you can carry it over ridges and land on the downslope as both Couples and Wetterick did there, and all of a sudden they're just pitching it at this green.